Hi everyone, my name is Pranoti Kshirsagar, and today we are going to talk about the ERC Synergy Grant and specifically how to approach outreach and communication. Now, historically, there has been a narrative that the impact section is the least important part of an ERC proposal. But this is something ERC is actively trying to change. Let's look at the planning timeline here. The ERC Synergy process happens in 3 phases. Phase 1 is the preparation stage, which runs until you submit your ERC Synergy Grant proposal. Phase 2 is the year-long evaluation stage. And then comes the Phase 3, which is when the project runs, giving us a planning horizon of potentially 8 years into the future. And because these grants involve 2 to 4 principal investigators, their teams, and their host institutions, the scope of visibility and dissemination must extend far beyond just the project results. Effective communication spotlights the PIs, the teams, and the host institutions, offering amplified visibility through cross-promotion among all involved partners. For example, let's look at the QuanTour project, which involved 14 principal investigators from 12 different countries. We established a solid foundation before the project started to ensure that everyone was aligned, everyone knew when they are supposed to come in, what role they are playing, and when they are supposed to do the handover. And the result was amazing. The QuanTour project received an IOP award for innovative public engagement, and we got massive reach on all digital platforms. And through my company, The Science Talk, I work as a visibility partner to support the impact section of research proposals for organizations like European Commission, European Research Council, European Innovation Council, and other national and regional funding bodies across Europe. My goal is to relieve scientists of non-scientific activities so that the scientists can focus on their research. Over the years, The Science Talk has featured more than 200 scientists across multiple different formats, from podcast, videos, shorts, blog posts, and interview-style conversations. When looking at the realities of running long-term projects, there is a massive gap between the outreach expectations that are written in the proposals and the reality of when the project is running. Principal investigators who actually write the proposals often delegate outreach to PhDs and postdocs, assuming that the younger team members automatically know how to do it. But in reality, these students or postdocs are focused on their own research, and they lack the necessary project overview and the skills. And ultimately, this leads to knowledge loss when a PhD or a postdoc leaves, or last-minute scrappy output because the PI had to do everything. To fix this, we have to look at the 3-step evaluation process, where scientific excellence remains the main evaluation criteria. Excellent scientific research includes academic leadership, and this part is really important. So you must demonstrate that the proposed research genuinely requires a combined team effort and there is a synergy. This means budgeting and planning for tasks like dissemination early on. The ERC defines dissemination as the targeted transfer of knowledge and results to relevant stakeholders for potential use. This targeted transfer is fundamentally different from communication. For multi-PI Synergy Grant, you must plan for both internal and external activities. Internal communication includes organizing monthly meetings and writing internal project reports to maintain the team's momentum. External dissemination requires a clear plan for reaching specific audiences through things like podcasts, blog posts, videos, social media, newsletters. Excellent academic leadership requires budgeting for at least one full-time equivalent employee dedicated to project management and dissemination. Looking back at the QuanTour project, external dissemination included over 30 press releases and consistent release of podcasts. This highlights the need for sustained, coordinated effort across the whole timeline. And so securing a budget for this protects the well-being of the PIs and prevents them from having to do non-research tasks when the project is actually running. To wrap up, here are my top do's and don'ts. Don't treat dissemination as a checklist item. Do not confuse public engagement activities like Open Doors Day with targeted dissemination. do not expect your team to take initiative organically. Instead, educate yourself and your team. Plan and budget for dissemination activities and upskilling training. Delegate work strategically. And finally, I highly recommend working with a professional scientific communication expert, a third-party expert who can help navigate the team dynamics and interpersonal or interinstitutional issues that inevitably arise when there is a large team involved in one single project. We can always set up a free 20-minute briefing call to talk about your research and design a structured strategy for your proposal. Thank you for your time.